In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. As we begin to reflect on the final day, we remember that this is a topic that touches the heart of every believer. Believing in the last day is not just a distant idea, it's a main part of our faith. It shapes how we see the world, what we think is right, and what we do every single day. This belief gives us a sense of purpose and direction, reminding us that our actions matter, and that our lives have meaning beyond what we see in this world. This life is short, it's a test, and the day of judgment is when everyone will come back to life and be held responsible by Allah. No one will be left out, and every soul will stand before their Creator. No good thing you do is missed, and no wrong thing is forgotten. Everyone will get what they deserve. Justice will be served perfectly, in a way that only Allah can do. The Quran calls this day, the day of reckoning, the overwhelming event, and the sure thing. Each name shows how serious it is. These names remind us that this day is certain, and its reality is beyond our imagination. Imagine living every moment knowing that angels are writing down every word and action, every smile, every kind word, every mistake. They are all recorded. This makes us feel a deep sense of awareness, being aware of God, which makes us want to do good and ask for forgiveness. It encourages us to be honest, to help others, and to always try to improve ourselves. This awareness is called taqwa, or God consciousness, and it is at the heart of what it means to be a Muslim. Believing in the final day isn't meant to scare you, but to make you change for the better and grow spiritually. It inspires us to be compassionate, to forgive, and to seek forgiveness. It reminds us that what we do now has effects that last forever. Our choices echo into eternity, shaping our destiny in the hereafter. Talking about the Day of Judgment means talking about how we are responsible to our Creator. It's a reminder that our lives are not random, but part of a greater plan. On that day, the real truth about our lives will be shown, and how short this world is will become clear. All the things we chased after will seem small compared to what truly matters. For good people, it's a day of hope. For those who did wrong, a day of fear. But for everyone, it is a day of truth and ultimate justice. Allah's promises will come true, and everyone will get what they earned. The rewards for patience, kindness, and faith will be beyond our imagination. Understanding this day is very important for knowing why we are here as Muslims. It gives us hope, keeps us humble, and helps us strive to be the best we can be in this life, for the sake of the next. Before the Day of Judgment, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, talked about signs that would show it was coming, small ones and big ones. The small signs are slow changes in society and how people act, not big disasters, but warnings for us to think. The Prophet said there would be a time when real knowledge would go down, not knowing things would spread, and fighting for no reason would be common. People wouldn't be trustworthy, the wrong people would be in charge, and taking interest on money would be everywhere. Bad behavior would be normal, and poor people would compete to build tall buildings, signs we see today. These are not meant to make us panic, but to wake up our hearts and remind us that this world is not our forever home. Seeing these signs should make our faith stronger and make us turn back to Allah. The small signs are like road signs telling us to check our spiritual path before the big events happen. They are a kindness, reminding us to get ready for what's coming. After the small signs, the world will see the big signs, huge, clear events that show the final hour is near. The most important one is the coming of the Dajjal, the great trickster, who will say he is God and do fake miracles, fooling many. The Prophet warned us to ask for protection from his test in every prayer. Then Jesus, son of Mary, will come back, not as a new prophet but as someone who follows Muhammad, peace be upon him. He will defeat the Dajjal, make things fair again, and bring believers together in peace. Gog and Magog will be let loose, causing trouble all over the earth. 3 big landslides will happen, and the sun will rise from the west. After that, asking for forgiveness won't be accepted anymore. Finally, a soft breeze will take the souls of the believers, leaving only the bad people, on whom the final trumpet will be blown. These signs are a last clear warning. Their appearance means the chance to ask for forgiveness is gone. The end of all life will be shown by the sound of the trumpet, blown by the angel Israfil. This moment will mark the beginning of the end, a signal that the world as we know it is coming to a close. The first loud sound will bring fear and death to everyone, and the universe will be destroyed. Mountains will turn to dust, oceans will boil, the sky will rip apart, the very fabric of reality will be torn asunder, leaving nothing but chaos in its wake. After a time only known to Allah, the trumpet will sound again, the sound of coming back to life. This second blast will be a call to resurrection, a divine command that breathes life back into the dead. Everyone will rise from their graves confused to a new reality. The world they awaken to will be vastly different from the one they left behind, filled with uncertainty and awe. The Quran says, "The horn will be blown, and whoever is in the heavens and the earth will fall dead except whom Allah wills." This moment will be a universal reset, a divine pause before the final act. Then, it will be blown again, and at once they will be standing, looking on. This second sounding will be the ultimate awakening, a moment of realization for all of humanity. All of humanity will come back to life, gathered on a huge flat land, waiting to be judged. This gathering will be immense, a sea of souls awaiting their fate. This world being temporary will be gone, the truth of the afterlife will be clear, the transient nature of our earthly existence will be laid bare, revealing the eternal reality that follows. For those who were ready, it's a moment of being proven right. For those who didn't care, a moment of terror. The reactions will be mixed, some will feel vindicated while others will be gripped by fear. Coming back to life makes everyone equal, everyone stands the same before their Lord. In this moment of ultimate truth, all distinctions will vanish, and every soul will face their Creator on equal footing. After coming back to life, all people will be gathered for al-Hashr, the gathering under the hot sun, on a vast and endless plain. The ground will be bare, with no shelter or shade, and the heat will be intense, pressing down on everyone. The sheer number of people will be overwhelming, stretching as far as the eye can see, each person anxiously awaiting what comes next. Each person will sweat according to their deeds, some up to their ankles, others to their knees, waist, or even drowning in their own sweat, depending on the weight of their actions in this life. The wait for judgment will be very painful, said to last 50,000 years. The anxiety and fear will be unlike anything ever experienced, as everyone stands together yet feels utterly alone with their own fate. In despair, people will turn to the prophets and righteous leaders, begging them to intercede, hoping for any relief from the unbearable weight and uncertainty. But only Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, will be granted permission to intercede and begin the reckoning, offering hope to the desperate crowd. Each person will then stand alone before Allah, with no one to hide behind, no excuses to offer, and no secrets left concealed. On that day, every soul will be treated with absolute fairness, and no one will be wronged in the slightest. The Quran says, "We place the scales of justice for the day of resurrection, so that no soul will be treated unjustly at all, even the smallest deed will be accounted for." No matter who you were in this world, justice will be perfect and complete. On this day, mouths will be closed. No one will be able to argue or justify themselves with words. Instead, our own body parts, our hands, feet, and even skin, will speak and testify about what we did, telling the truth of our lives. There are no helpers. Everyone is responsible for their own actions, facing the consequences of their choices without support from others. For the believer, Allah will cover their mistakes and forgive them, granting mercy and relief from fear and shame. For the non-believer, however, their sins will be exposed for all to see and nothing will remain hidden. This is the day when all secrets are revealed and every hidden deed is brought to light. True justice will finally be given out, with every person receiving exactly what they deserve. The reckoning is personal, direct, and completely fair. No one will be overlooked or treated unjustly. Every action, whether private or public, big or small, will be counted and weighed, and the truth of every life will be made clear. A main part of judgment is the mizan, the scales of justice, which weighs every action with complete fairness. Even the smallest thing is written down and thought about. The Prophet taught that simple words of remembering Allah, said truly, can be heavy on the scales. Along with the scales, each person will get their book of records, which lists every action and thought. The Quran says, "The book of deeds will be placed open, and you will see the criminals fearful of what is in it. Good people will get their book in their right hand, a sign of happiness and success. Bad people will get theirs in their left hand or from behind, a sign of doom." The book of deeds and the scales make sure the judgment is clear, complete, and fair. Nothing is missed. Allah is never unfair. After judgment, everyone must cross the Sirat, a bridge over hellfire, to reach paradise. The bridge is sharper than a sword, thinner than a hair, and has hooks that grab people based on what they did. Good people will cross quickly, their path lit by the light of their faith. Others will struggle, crawling with a weak light, hurt but finally saved by Allah's kindness. The wicked and those who pretended will have no light and will fall into hellfire. After crossing, believers will gather at the Kantara, where any remaining disagreements are settled. Only then, with pure hearts, will they enter paradise. The journey across the Sirat is the final cleaning. Paradise waits for those who pass, a place of endless peace and joy. The descriptions of the Day of Judgment are meant to wake us up, not to make us stop doing anything. Believing in the last day gives hope, meaning, and a reason to live a good life. It reminds us that Allah is both fair and kind, and that our efforts are never wasted. Living with the end in mind changes who we are, making us more caring, fair and thoughtful. It encourages us to fix relationships, help others, and invest in our forever future. When things are hard, this belief gives us strength and perspective, reminding us that this life is a test. Our real home is the afterlife. Our goal is to please Allah. Let's fill our book of deeds with kindness, prayer, and asking for forgiveness. The Day of Judgment is coming for sure, but for those who get ready, it is a day of victory and joy. Let's start now, trying to be the best we can be with hope in our hearts.